Hello and welcome to Year 8 into Year 9 subject selection process done differently for 2022. Let's have a think about what you'll be studying next year, students. So in addition to the mandatory courses that you'll be completing, you'll also be asked to complete 3 elective subjects over the next 2 years to achieve your record of school achievement. So have a think about the possibilities of the 3 subjects you could study. It gives you the first option in moving towards the senior school to really make a choice about what you want to learn. If you'd like more information about these subjects that we are offering, you can also go to the NESA website and have a look at the section under Stage 5. In addition to that, while you're on the NESA website, have a look at the course performance descriptors for each of those subjects. You'll see within that a really great description of the type of learning you'll be experiencing. And that's an important part of this process, considering what your interests are and how you best learn. So if we're thinking about the subjects that you're going to be studying for 2 years and you have that choice, let's think about why you might choose those subjects. Please consider what are your interests and likes when you're learning. Please consider your abilities. What are you actually good at? What subjects have you really explored and loved and really valued? And what type of learning do you really enjoy? All of that will come into play. You might like to also consider what career you're considering after school. And if you'd like to speak to Miss Deseritz about any of these questions, she'd be happy to speak to you as well. So let's think about Year 8. What do you really enjoy when you're learning? How do you best engage in the classroom? And how might you use that information to make the best choices for you? So like I said, you'll be doing those 3 electives for 2 years. I am aware that I've said that a number of times. It's just we have so many students every year tell us at the end of Year 9 that they would actually like to change subjects. And it's like, that's not entirely possible because you have to do those subjects for 2 years. You'll also be asked to select 2 reserve subjects. Have a think about those as well. In case something happens and some subjects can't run due to numbers, you may be asked to study some subjects that you have placed as reserve subjects. You need to make those decisions carefully because you might be studying those subjects for 2 years. And finally, when you're placing this information in EdVal, can you please make sure you're putting those subjects in order of preference? We take particular notice of the subjects and how they're listed. They're part of the decision-making process we think about when we're actually creating a timetable. So how do you do that? Well, you go on to My EdVal and you will be sent a personal email that has your personalised login code. You enter that login code and follow the instructions. And finally, once you've completed that process, can you please print that choice page, that final page, and get your family to sign that to endorse those choices and return that to Mr. Mitchell's office by Friday the 12th of August. That's what it will look like online. You'll have a series of subjects that you'll be asked to fill out and a couple of reserves as well. So where do you get information about what you should choose or what subjects you might be interested in? There is a subject selection Google Classroom where you've accessed this film. Please make sure you look through all the resources about all of those subjects, but you might also like to choose to speak to any of the head teachers or students currently studying those subjects. You could also, of course, look very closely at the subject selection booklet and consider the course descriptions within that booklet as well. So who might you speak to? For the creative arts, you'll probably need to speak to Mrs. Cox or any of the art or Kappa teachers. For languages, you could talk to Mrs. Peard or Miss Holiday. For the science subject, you can talk to Mr. Plowman. For any of the humanities subjects, history and geography, commerce, please talk to Mr. Jacob or Miss Norfolk. For PDHPE or PASS, please talk to Mr. Cox. For home economics subjects, please talk to Mrs. Leumann. And for any of the IT subjects, please talk to Mr. Murphy. And remember, you'll be studying those subjects for 2 years, so you need to make that decision very carefully. Please complete this process by August 12. And finally, I just wanted to say, what subjects would you like to do? Thank you so much.